Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Old Guy's Garage. We've got a really awesome episode for you. Today we're lowering Uncle Nick's C10. We're going down 3 inches in the front and down 5 inches in the back. Then we're going to put low profiles on it, which are going to drop the front another 3 inches in the front. It'll drop it 3 inches more in the back. And then we're going to put drop spindles. So that's upcoming in the next 3 episodes. Today we're doing the front. With 3-inch drop springs, we're going to lower it 3 inches in front. Stay tuned.
What is up, guys?
We're going to lower the front 3 inches and the back 5 inches. Now the back, the springs are sagging really bad, so I doubt if it goes 5 inches in the back. Probably will go 4, maybe 3 in the back. And the front, I'm not sure. I got to open up the new springs that we got from Speedway. So let's go take a look at those. Alright guys, here's our springs from Speedway Motors. We'll put a link in the description on these. I believe these are the back, could be wrong, and I believe these are the front, but let's go ahead and open them up and they have them inside each other, which is pretty cool, but not really sure how they did that. Let's see. Alright, we got a little puzzle. Alright, yeah, I think those will drop it 5 inches in the back. Alright, so I think those are the front springs. Let's take a look at those. Alright guys, we got the front ones right here and the back ones right here. These are 3-inch drop for the front and these are 5-inch drop from the back. So let's get started. from the ground to the top of the fender, it's 32 1/4 inches. And if we do a 3-inch drop, it'll be 29 1/4, which is right about here, top of the fender. So we'll see how it is when we're done. Alright, so that's what it looks like with the wheel off. There's the spring that we're going to take out. We're going to disconnect this nut right here. So the upper ball joint right there. And then this whole thing should go down. We should be able to get the spring out. Put the new one in. And we're going to disconnect this tie rod in right there. That's what I was listening. So we're going under the front. And this is the tie rod end that we're going to take off right here. And the front end's a little bit out of alignment. I'm going to probably adjust it a little bit while we're in here, right here. But we're going to take that off right now. And then this whole rotor assembly will rotate out nice and easy. I'm going to just tap this with give it a little love tap. Alright, before I started working on this, I soaked it with WD-40 Specialist Penetrant Fast Acting Formula with the flexible straw, which is really cool. This little tip is totally flexible. You can bend it all different directions. So you can make it go anywhere you want, which is great. So we're going to shoot a little bit of that up in here. See if we can get this thing loose. And it smells good too. I don't know why. I always like the smell of WD-40. Reminds me of Ty Maddox. He used to be a professional motocross racer, and our neighbor, and he was always lubing up his motorcycles. After you wash it with WD-40, sprayed it everywhere. Go through a can on one wash almost. If you're listening, Ty, shout out to you, brother. Miss you. Where we're at, I got to take that shock loose, that bolt right there. And then we got the tie rod loose. But the bolt, I had to actually cut it right there to get it off. So I got to get a new tie rod in for that end to put it back together. It just froze up on me. I couldn't move it one way or the other, and the whole shaft was spinning. So I'm going to disconnect that nut right there and spray a little lube on there. So we got the chain in here. Keep the spring from popping loose, flying anywhere as we take that nut off right there. Alright, I apologize for the shadows. The sun's getting low on the horizon.
This is an 11/16 bolt. A lock nut and a washer. I'll just set those on top of the arm for right now. Shock is off. The back size is 7/8. So this nut back here, to keep it from whole thing from turning, is 7/8, and this one is 11/16. All right, we got the jack under the A-arm, lower A-arm. Chain is around the spring in the A-arm, so the spring can't go anywhere. Now we're gonna loosen this bolt right here, which is a 3/4 inch nut. I didn't get it on camera, but we got the upper A-arm disconnected from the spindle. God, it did not want to go, so I had to use a sledgehammer and both my hands to swing, so I didn't get it on video. I apologize for that. The spring didn't move. We're about to lower the jack and see if we can get the spring out of there. That's loose. Let's see if we can get the spring out. Yeah, but guys, there's the new spring and the old spring. I was concerned that that spring was the same size, and it's about 2.5 inches different. The new one is 11 inches, and this one is 13 1/4, 13 3/8 to the top, so it's at least 2 inches different. Let's see right there. It's almost, I would say it's close to 3 inches. So we should get about 3 inches of drop. If not, it'd be about 2.5 inches. So we'll see after we're done. We'll measure the fender. Went in. Clean out this pocket a little bit. And as you can see, this is in great condition for a 64. All right. I have to get under it with the jack and close that up a little bit. Place. I gotta go up a little further yet. Spring centered in the pocket, and I got the upper ball joint in the spindle just lined up. So now we just got to crank it up, compress it, put the nut back on, and tighten it up. Put the shock back on, and now I got to find a tie rod in
So I'll let you know how that works out. Alright guys, we got it bolted back up. There's the new spring. It's definitely lower than the other one. We're going to put this wheel on and jack it up and set it down and see where we're at. One corner done. Took all day and a little discouraged. I had to cut a tie rod in, so I got to get a new tie rod in, but at least one corner's done, so we're on our way. That's a wrap for one day. Not for the video, but let's see if you can see how it's sagging. Kick the spring. You can see how it's sagging on the right driver's side a little bit because it's actually lower on that side now. Came down a little bit. That's going to settle more. The suspension is still sprung, so as it gets driven it'll settle down probably another inch or so. Definitely looks better though. Show you a comparison to the other side so you can see the fender kind of lines up with the top of the tire right there. Here see there's about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches higher on this side. Hey guys, thanks for watching and staying tuned all the way to the end. Stay tuned in the next coming video. We're going to do 5-inch drop springs in the back. Then after that, we're going to put low profiles all the way around. That'll drop it another 3 inches. And then we're going to do 2.5-inch drop spindles in the front and possibly 2-inch blocks in the back, which will drop it another 2 inches. So stay tuned. We got some cool episodes coming up, and we'll do a C-notch too in the back if we need the room. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.